Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another week of me trying to be profitable and earn a payout. This week was pretty quick as I did perform pretty crap in all honesty. I was really struggling this week with missing setups and just rushing it, which I reckon is due to me being pretty close to passing the account, but I won't delay too long since there really isn't much else, so let's just get straight into it. Alright, going into today, we seem to be moving bearish, though we were lacking power off of this push from the 1 hour order block retest, and since we failed to sweep the low and we're continuing to accumulate, I was also considering the possibility for longs. And coming into the low time frame, price was showing off that accumulation more for starting to trend higher, and we were expecting a 15-minute and 5-minute order block for bullish, and we we're getting a push higher, so we're pretty conflicted, and because of this I intended to wait for price to develop a more clear bias. Going into the setup, we ended up developing a new bearish 15-minute order block, which from the retest we saw that we had left at the buy side, and since we had that wick and we also had a strong 1-minute bearish candle formation from the reaction, I decided to short into this trade targeting the prominent low, and I risked just enough for a pass today, so I was de-risked a bit, though price ended up pushing higher really quickly to stop us up for a quick loss of 280. Now with today I could have been more patient and let market marinate a bit further. In the moment the trade I took seemed to be a good play, though looking back the trade was taking too close to market open and the 5-minute time frame was conflicting, which made the play less probable to run in my favor. All good though, as I'll take that as a lesson and a reminder to not be as hasty. Let market cook even more if you have a bit of doubt. Looking at the high time frame today, we were respecting this 4 hour plus 1 hour order block for bearish, and we did also have this 4 hour order block below which we could use as a target. Zooming into the low time frame, we were moving pretty bearish as well, with price respecting a 15-minute order block plus 5-minute fair value gap, and we did also just form a new 15-minute breaker which also backed up the bearish bias. Going to the setup, I actually ended up missing 2 trades earlier, one during pre-market where we were accumulating after hitting both the high time frame and low time frame balances and got a push higher, and the next was a 1-minute inverse fair value gap retest continuation play. Though from that I felt that my reads became more sloppy and I ended up entering into a long for a continuation after price had wick tapped into the 1-minute equilibrium and fair value gap. The price ended up getting a massive dump down to stop me out for a loss of 300. And with today, honestly I shouldn't have even taken this setup. 2 of my setups had already passed by with me not having the confidence to enter in, and that alone should have indicated to me that I wasn't in my element today and shouldn't force a setup. Though I did, and it's not something I can change. Only thing I can do now is take it to the chin and continue moving forward, because that's all I can do. Going to continue working as hard and smart as I can to continue growing further. Okay, going into today, price seemed to be moving pretty clearly. We had just inversed this 4 hour fair value gap, creating an inverse. Price also was respecting a 1 hour order block for bullish, which showed that we were shifting the trend. We had an untapped 4 hour fair value gap above, which I thought we could use as a target, and coming down to the low time frame, we also had a 15-minute order block where price was respecting. We also did tap the 15-minute high low golden zone, which we wicked and were continuing to respect. Going to the setup, we ended up getting a massive sell-off from market open, and we ended up stalling off the price at London lows. We did get a retest of the breaker and had a 1-minute bearish candle formation, which is where I entered. Though I realized this too late, where I couldn't give my proper risk and ended up getting cooked in terms of stop loss placement, ending up with me taking an L of 380. And for today I could have been more patient and waited for the setup to properly occur. For one, I didn't calculate the risk properly as I got lazy, and 1 minute usually gives me the proper risk, so I just went with that and I got burned for it. And I didn't wait for a proper shift either, as the 1-minute candle formed an order block, but it didn't create a breaker structure for me to confirm the setup on. Because of that, I entered prematurely while also breaking my plan, and I think that's another more harder to see point. If I had my original stop loss that I wanted with this trade, then I would have won, but I wouldn't have learned the lesson that I got today, where I was actually bending my rules to take the setups. And I think it's much better now than later that I learned this lesson, because I'm on a combine, you know, not really much risk going on, so I didn't really lose anything, to be honest. But yeah, stupid mistake again today, but a real good lesson that I'll take with me to continue growing. Alright, so that about does it for this week. Pretty short week, but as you guys can see, I was not performing my best this week. I was missing setups I would usually be able to take, and I was not making the best judgment. I did act to improve this with more thorough work with the intention in mind to grow, but still I did end up slipping and breaking my rules. And since I did take 3 losses, I decided to just cut the week short, as I need the time to reset so I can come back better. And I'm going to keep working so I can improve, and yeah, this week was really silly with how I performed, but still I won't let myself become discouraged. I'll keep going to improve, and mark my words, you guys will see me bounce back even harder. But yeah, that's about it for this week, so if you guys are interested, check out me and my friends' Discord. It's just a chill place for everybody to talking grow as traders. But yeah, that's about it for this video, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.